Welcome back, Musketeers. Hope you're doing well. I am Christina K if you're new here, and not only do I have a Disney obsession, but one of my favorite things is a good Disney bag, and we're talking about them today. My friend Betty over at Betty Says, I'll link her channel down below, created this bag tag, so it was the perfect excuse for me to talk about one of my favorite things, Disney bags. It's a tag, so tag your it. If you love Disney bags, film a video or let me know in the comments below some of your answers to the questions. Maybe we even have some of the same ones. You never know. I think Betty and I only have one that's the same, which is very surprising, but you'll see that in a second. Before we begin, we've all had amazing cast member interactions over the years, whether it's in the store or the parks. And I'm so blessed to have had so many, and so many of the cast members turned into friends and loved ones. And when I was younger, when I was a kid, we used to go to Olivia's every morning for breakfast at Old Key West, and we were blessed to have met John Bond, who is an incredible waiter, and I know so many of you have met him over the years, whether it's at Olivia's, Trails End where he started, or even at 50's Primetime Cafe most recently where he was Lil John. He was a big guy. We got to know him over the years. He would always have like our drinks and like our meals waiting for us at the table, and he would sit down and hang out with us. And as I got older, he would hang out with us in the parks. And then it got to this point where he was just family. He came up here and stayed with me on Long Island. He went to my best friend's wedding because he got to know my friends and my coworkers over the years too. And he was just so loved by everyone he met. He was the kind of person that you met him once, but you felt like you knew him your whole life. He was just that amazing, amazing soul, and he passed away. And I am completely heartbroken over it, but I want to honor him because that's what he would want, and he was just so full of life. So I want to share a video with you guys. I'm going to link it up in the eye and down below of a 24-hour event that we spent together in the Magic Kingdom. It was 24 hours. We had the best time back in 2014, I think it was a while ago. But it's just one of the many, many, many memories that I've had with him. So to honor his memory, I would love if you guys could watch it, even if it's just for a couple of minutes, to see how amazing this man was. And I love him so much. Like I said, he was family to me, and he's going to be missed, but he was never going to be forgotten because you can't forget a man like John Bond. My, what a guy, that John Bond. So John, I love you. I miss you. Let's talk about some bags because he was with me when I gotten quite a few of these over the years. Thank you guys for listening to that and watching the video if you do decide to. And thanks to Betty for creating such a fun tag. I needed a good distraction today. The first question was, what brands do you collect? I've got bags from a bunch of different companies. I have Kate Spade. I love this crossbody. It's becoming one of my most used bags. It's a pretty recent one, but it's like the perfect size, but it's the only Kate Spade I had. So I really don't collect Kate Spade that much. I've got a couple of Vera's. This one Betty actually gave me for Christmas. Look at that placement of Goofy. Like, are you kidding me? Amazing. So I've got some Vera's. I think mainly Vera wallets is more of what I have, but I do love this bag. And I'm so grateful for her for sending that my way. I used to be really, really into Danielle Nicole bags. These are just like a sample of each of these bags. Now Danielle Nicole is like huge image. They usually go over the bag. They usually have like glitter or bling or something on there. I have a ton of these. But I haven't really collected too much Danielle Nicole over the years because they don't hold up as well as these two brands, which is the majority of my bag collection. Dooney and Bourke. This is one of my all-time favorite bags. Belle, such a great memory with this bag, and it's so beautiful. So Dooney and Bourke, and I think you know the other one, Loungefly. Another one of my favorite characters, Captain Hook. I just picked like the first bags that came to mind with these that didn't fit other categories, I should say. And I just love these bags so much. Loungefly, I really, for the most part, I would say 90 to 95% of the time I use Loungefly. It's in the parks. Dooney and Bourke's I use every day back home though, unless I'm using like one of these like Vera's or Kate Spade, but probably 90% of the time it is a Dooney and Bourke bag. So Dooney and Bourke and Loungeflies are my main collection, but I do have other collections as well. And I have some non-Disney bags too, but Disney bags takes up the majority of my collection. What is your favorite brand and why? Dooney and Bourke. I think For Dooney, it's been the collection I've been collecting the longest. When I worked for Disney, it was like the first big expensive purchase I had ever made. And there's so many memories attached. Well, I guess with all these bags, Loungeflies too, but mainly the Dooney and Burke bags. There's big memories attached to that, and I use them all the time. I think the quality is amazing. I hate that they're so expensive, but you get what you pay for, I feel. And Dooney would be... it's my favorite, and I just love so many of the prints they've had over the years. And I love that I can use them all the time. I sometimes use them in the parks too. Loungefly's kind of taken precedent with that, but I love a good Dooney. I'm a sucker for Dooney. What was your first ever Dooney? My first ever Dooney is the most different Dooney out of any of the Dooneys they've had or that I have. Like I said, I was working for the Disney store years ago. I was in college, and it was the first big purchase I made. It was during Christmas time, like when we got 40% off, and it was this bag. Oh my gosh, do I love this bag. I've actually been waiting to film this so I could use this bag because I usually use it around Valentine's Day. It's like a jean denim background, but it's got like this like velvet lettering on it, and it's kind of a subtle Disney bag, which I do appreciate, with the peace, love, Mickey. Oh, I love this bag so much, and the inside is incredible. It fits so much. So I love the hot pink, but it's got so many compartments. It's got this middle compartment that separates everything. I love this bag. It is a very durable bag. I've had it for well over 10 years. Oh my God, I don't even want to tell you how many years I've had it for, but I just absolutely love it. It's just one of my favorite bags. It's a great memory. I remember buying it in World of Disney back when they had the big TikTok croc in that like jewelry room with the bags, and I just, oh my God, I will never forget. It was behind the register. They had it in blue too, and I think my sister also got it because I used it for a day and she was like, well, now I need it. It's just such a great bag, and I'm gonna start using it tomorrow. What was your first ever Loungefly? So I actually was a little later to the Loungefly game because I just thought I couldn't fit everything in. They look like such small backpacks, and I carry a lot of water. I'm a diabetic, so I have a glucose kit. I have snacks with me all the time, sometimes camera equipment. So I didn't know if I was gonna be able to fit them. And my sister had gotten a Dooney a couple of months before I even looked at them, and it was so cute on her, but I figured, okay, Melissa's tiny, she doesn't take that much, it's a great bag for her. But she said, you'd be surprised how much you can fit. And I actually tried it in one of the stores, and I was like, well, I can fit more than I thought. And then I had seen this pattern, but none of the prints really were, I should say I saw this print, but none of the patterns were really speaking to me. And I said, if there's one that I like, I'll get it. And don't you know, we're walking down Main Street, last day, could I catch a flight? And it was this one. This bag spoke to me because you have Big Al, who I love so much. You have Peter Pan's Flight, Goofy, my favorite character, more Peter Pan's Flight, and the castle. I mean, they had this one for a while, the teacups and Pluto. I just really thought this was a cute, fun bag, and I've used this bag so much. It's just an adorable bag, and it fit so much in it that I couldn't say no to it. So this was my first ever Loungefly, and Lord knows it was not the last. You know that. Okay, what was your most recent Dooney? This one I showed in my gifts haul that I did right after Christmas. Beautiful story with this. It's actually an older bag, but we were able to find it, which is like mind-blowing. It's like the first Haunted Mansion print. Look at that wallpaper design. They've had ones since that are either purple, or I think they had like a black one, black and white. This is gray and black, and there's some gold detailing there. I haven't used it yet because it's still very new, but it's a nice big tote, and I use these a lot for work. They fit so much in it, so this is my latest one. And it's just amazing because it's one from so long ago. Every once in a while, you can find them, I think, on the Dooney website, but yeah. This is beautiful, Haunted Mansion. I'm probably gonna use this a lot in the fall, but it's just with the coloring of everything, it's gonna go with so much. So this is my most recent Dooney bag. Also a gift was my most recent Loungefly, which I just showed on my most recent Disney haul. There's quite a few awesome holiday gifts in there. And it's the holiday bag from this year, which I don't remember seeing when I went down in December, but I planned a trip for one of my coworkers, and she brought this back as a thank you. So it's just this like snacks, this red background. We've got the Mickey Premium premium ice cream bar, some like really cool touches with like Disney cookies. I think there's the castle on here. There's just really cool designs. I do notice the quality has gone down a little bit in Loungeflies, not Dooney's, but definitely the Loungeflies. And I'm not the only one who feels that way, but this is my most recent Loungefly bag. Now, while that Christmas bag is awesome, the next category is favorite Christmas bag. It could be Loungefly, it could be Dooney, it could be whatever Disney Christmas bag you have. This hands down has to be it. And I will say Disney had quite a few awesome Christmas and wintry Dooneys this year. But this Christmas backpack is not only my favorite Christmas bag that I own, it's one of my like top 5 Disney Loungefly bags. You've got a Mickey waffle on there. The material of this is so well made and so different from a lot of the other ones, but it's just so beautiful. And I love that it had black background because all the colors really pop on it. So amazing. I was really lucky enough to get this at the Disney store in Times Square after Comic-Con. It's such an amazing memory that I have, and that's what I love so much about these bags. I said it before, I'll say it again, is the memories that are attached to them. So I have beautiful memories getting the bag the first time I used the bag in December of 2019, and then I used it again this year, and it's just one of my favorites. I get so many compliments on it because you can't find it anymore. It's just so well made. It fits so much. Oh, and it just screams Christmas to me. And there's a Mickey waffle on it. I mean, how do you not love that? The next category is the only category I think Betty and I agreed on a bag, because we have very similar bags, but very different ones too. And it's favorite Halloween bag. This was a gift in also 2019 that I got, and they have not made one like it since. It's the Mickey Pumpkin. This was the first Mickey Pumpkin backpack. They made one a couple years ago that just was, it was weird, and I feel like it had like spider webs on the ears. No, I love this one so much. It's almost like a fake suede material, and he just looks so happy and festive. I've brought this down to the parks. I've used it here for like Halloween events, and this has held up very, very nicely. I also, tip for you guys, I keep the packaging in the bags when I store them or I hang them up, just so they don't lose their shape. I know so many people complain about that, but that's why they come packed, and I just keep it in there. I pack them very well when I go on a vacation. I just love this bag. I love that it has black straps too. This is a favorite. I don't use this front compartment. Maybe I'll put like chapstick in it or maybe tissues or something, but I mainly use the side compartments and the big one. That's the only downfall with this bag, but I love it so much. It's just, it makes me so happy during Halloween. Look how cute he is. It kind of reminds me of the pumpkin too, the Winky Blinky Pumpkin Mickey in Disneyland, which did I use this bag in Disneyland? Why do I feel like I might have? I might have. Did I? I can't remember. No, I got it right after Disneyland. That's why I didn't use it in Disneyland. I missed Disneyland. Okay, next category is most used bag. And I feel like there's different times I use different kinds of bags. Like in the parks, I use Loungeflies. At home, I use Dooney's. So I'm going to do my most used for like the big categories. So the first one, most used Loungefly bag. This is, I guess, one of the first ones I got, and I love it so much. I think, do they still sell this? They might still sell this one, or maybe they recently did. It is the Park Life bag. I got this for my birthday in 2020. I've used it many times in the parks, and I just absolutely I loved the whole Park Life line. Goofy on it, Mickey and Minnie in the teacup. I hate that they're upside down here, but it's okay. We got the castle, we got Spaceship Earth. You guys know I love Spaceship Earth, that's Bay. Space Mountain, Peter Pan's Flight. Like, we've got some really cool icons on there. Mickey and Minnie again. Oh, I love it so much. This was a hard bag to find the perfect placement for, but we were able to do it. It was not easy. The bag got a little, I talked about this 2 years ago in 2020 when I used it, and I was wearing a purple Haunted Mansion shirt and it downpoured, and some of the purple dye got on the backpack. It got a little better, but it's still, like you can see, there's some dye there, and I can't figure out how to get it off. I've used Dawn, I've used a bunch of things, but if you guys can let me know in the comments below, how do you clean your Loungeflies? Please, I'm desperate because I love it so much. Luckily, it's on the back, so you don't really see it, but yeah, this is one of my most used, just one of my most favorite bags. Another great memory because it was a birthday gift. I love the colors. It goes with so much. Most used Loungefly for sure. This is a Loungefly too, but I'm going to use this in a different category because I do use bigger backpacks all the time. I use them on the plane. I use them for work. This is probably the most used one because I've brought it to the parks. I brought it to work. I brought it to Comic-Con. It's my Rescue Rangers backpack. one of my favorites, one of my most complimented. It's got them all on there, from Chippendale to Gadget, Monterey Jack, Zipper. I mean, the whole gang's there. These poinsettias are on there. It's beautiful colors. It's a good one to use during Christmas time, not Christmas time. The backpack has padded straps. I love the way Loungefly does that. Inside, it's black lining, but you've got, or it's black and white stripe lining, I should say. You've got the compartment separator for your Loungefly, listen to me, your laptop or your iPad. You can fit so much in it. Highly recommend these backpacks. The only thing I don't like about them for a bigger backpack is they don't have the cup holder things on the side for your water bottles. I have backpacks like that that I use all the time too, but this was just the most used one. For Dooney, this was tough because I use all of my Dooneys. I'm really good about circulating through them, but this one, it's a tie. I have a Tote and a Crossbody that I use the most. And lately I've been using a lot of the Crossbodies, but this one I've had since 2014. I actually got it with John Bond at the 24 Hours. It just goes with so much. It's so just practical, this bag. It's the Crossbody that they really haven't had another style like this. With the front compartments here, you can put your phone in there or something you may need quick, but I love the Mickey parts and the Minnie parts all over it. Just so cute. One of my favorite designs that they've had. It's simple, it's classic, it's just fantastic. I love this bag so very much. On the opposite ends of the spectrum of size, let's talk about the Tote. And I'm trying to think if this was my most used of all time, but definitely recently it's my most used that my friend Nate got for me. And it's the Disney Dogs bag. It's full. I have stuff in it because it's currently what I'm using, but it's the Raining Dogs and Cats collection. Love it so much. It's like all these dogs are very like meaningful to me. I think of my grandfather here. Love it so very much. The back is so cute because we've got Percy, and I feel like a lot of the dog collections leave him out. Like the Santa Tales bag this year left him out. We've got It's a Small World as the dog bowl. Like, you've got the whole gang here. I just love the portrayal of them. They're so cute. And on the bottom it says, I love my Disney dog. Randy's definitely our Disney dog. And I love the colors of it. I get so many compliments on it. One of my coworkers will rate my bags all the time, and he said that's his personal favorite that I own. Most searched for bag. Okay, so again, I did a Loungefly and a Dooney. This by far was the most recent searched for, the Dooney. I wanted the Loungefly. I keep doing that. This was the most recent searched for Loungefly. I wanted it so bad. I saw it on Instagram, and then I saw so many people wearing it for the 50th. Couldn't find it, and then randomly got it, and I'll link the video up, my most recent bag haul where I kind of talk about it, but I was so happy to get it. I got it on Shop Disney, you guys, the 50th. I don't know if they've restocked it since. I think this week they restocked the ears that match it, which I have and I love, but I love this bag. I mean, they're all in their 50th outfits. This is called the Character Collection. I love the colors on it. It's so 50th. I haven't used it yet, but on my next trip, I'm definitely bringing it down. I love it, love it, love it. We have two compartments because you can actually put the ears there. They store the ears. It was an amazing thing at 3 o'clock in the morning to see on the website. I was never so happy to wake up to go to the bathroom before the middle of the night because I just checked it on a whim and they had it, and my sister has one of these. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. So most searched for Loungefly. Most searched for Loungefly. Most searched for Dooney. Now I live in New York, so it's hard when they release stuff to get my hands on it. This bag I wanted more than any other Dooney. I just absolutely love Beauty and the Beast so much, and it was not easy to get. In fact, I don't even remember how he got it, but I remember he made phone calls. Like, he called BVG at the Contemporary, which is one of the best gift shops, and I don't know if he got it through that or how he was able to hunt it down, but it was a gift, and it is just one of my favorite things of all time. I showed it before. This bag is stunning. I feel like the camera doesn't even do it justice. On the bottom, we've got this amazing print, which was the small crossbody and the wallet design. But I love everything about this bag. It is so gorgeous. And I think I'm Belle sometimes, guys, or most times. So, the two bells. A tale of two bells. So those are probably my most searched for bags, and I'm so blessed to have both of those in my life. I feel very, very lucky. I feel lucky to have these amazing collections that I have. A bag you'd like to see come back, number 11. Ooh, I don't know. I feel like for the longest time it was the Park Life one, the pink one that was Dooney that my friend Nate was able to get me, but I guess if that Beauty and the Beast one came back, like the smaller print or the wallet, that would be cool. But I feel like if I didn't get the bags, it wasn't meant to be in my collection. So there's none that I'm like really, I mean, like I think the ink and paint one was cool and the Fantasia one, that crossbody, but I have so many styles like that already that it would just be in my collection. So I think I'm good with what I have right now, and I'm very happy to have what I have. I mean, I could be here all day showing you my bags. I don't have the room or the time, and I don't think you do either. But if you want to see some of like my previous bag collection videos, I'll link a bunch of bag videos down below and you can binge them if you'd like. Favorite bag release of 2021. You know, the 50th Loungefly was fantastic. The 50th Dooneys, they've had a bunch. The Disney Afternoon Dooney that I have, I love so very much. But I feel like recently, it might be this one. I think, okay, you know what? For Loungefly, I'm gonna go this one because I love Mickey waffles. This is my favorite of all the Mickey waffle things they've released. You got a big old Mickey waffle. It says it smells. This doesn't. The ears and the Spirit jersey do, but the backpack I feel like doesn't. You've got all the Mickey waffles. This is a fantastic Loungefly, and I think I'll go Disney Afternoon for Dooney. Let me get it. Okay, so for Dooney, I would pick the Disney Afternoon bag because this is such a childhood memory for my sister and I. I love all the characters on here. We watched all these shows, the colors, it's got 90s vibes. The only thing I don't like about this bag is this was the only style they had. That's not true. The only bigger style they had. The crossbody they had is more like a wallet that I got my sister for Christmas and she loved, like she cried. But I wish they had like a tote of this. That would have been great. I also have the wallet in this, but yeah, this was a special one for sure. So Dooney would be this, Mickey waffle would be Loungefly. Okay, so that's the bag tag. I would love to know, do we have any of the same answers or what are your answers? Let me know in the comments below. Is there one category that you just know your answer right off the top? Please let me know in the comments below. Let me know how you're doing too. I would love to always chat with you guys on Instagram. It's cool if you don't want to leave comments here because they're public. You can privately message me on Instagram. That's cool. I'm always on there. And I would be so honored if you checked out that 24-hour video or any of the other videos I mentioned that I'm going to leave in the description box below, along with Betty's tag video. She showed a lot of bags in that, a lot that I forgot about or really had never seen before. And she's got some cool ones too, like Primark bags. So make sure you check out her video and her channel. And thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to let me know what your questions are for my upcoming question and answers video. I'm going to be getting to that in the next month or two. So again, either on Instagram or in the comments below, you can let me know. Thank you for joining. John, I love you, I miss you, and I hope you guys are all doing well. I am Christina K. Have a Disney day.